Good morning, students. How are you? I thought you and your family are safe and healthy. I am very happy to see you through this class. Today, we are going to see kinds of sentence. Before that, I am going to explain about what is sentence, then I'll continue kinds of sentence. What is the use of learning this grammar? When you learn direct speech and indirect speech, this is the basic grammar. Without knowing this grammar, we can't learn or we can't study direct speech and indirect speech. If you want to learn direct speech and indirect speech, this is the basic grammar. So because of that, today we are going to see kinds of sentence. Before that, I am going to explain sentence. What is sentence? You already know that because in lower class itself, the teachers taught you. So what is sentence? A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought, complete meaning. So a sentence means it has group of words. At the same time, it has a complete meaning, that is a sentence. A sentence must have a subject and verb. One sentence is there means that sentence must have a subject and verb. But it may or may not have an object. It has object or not, it's not a problem. So which are the main pattern of the sentence means subject and verb. These two things are very, very important. Without subject and without verb, we can't make a sentence. A sentence means it has subject and verb. This is very, very, very essential. A sentence is a group of words that express a complete thought. A sentence must have a subject and verb, but it may or may not have an object. This is sentence. So I hope that you all understand what is a sentence. See the sentence. Sally is making a doll. Sally is making a doll. This is a sentence. So this sentence has subject. Sally is a subject and is making a verb and a doll is an object. So this is a sentence. A sentence means we need group of words. So here Sally is making a doll. So these are the words. So group of words. At the same time, it gives complete thought, complete sense, complete meaning. Sally is making something. What she is making? She is making a doll. So it gives complete meaning. So because of that, it is a sentence. So it has a group of words. At the same time, it gives complete meaning. And also it has a subject and it has verb and object also is there in this sentence. See the next sentence. Venti and Kim are fighting. In this sense, Venti and Kim subject or fighting verb. Okay, there is no object, there is no adjective or any other else. So we have only subject and verb, but it gives complete meaning. So already we saw a sentence is a group of words that express complete meaning. So here a sentence has subject and at the same time verb also is there. At the same time it gives complete meaning. So because of that, this is a sentence. Next, the hedgehog curled up. So this also Sentence is there, subject is there, and verb is there. So because of that, this is a sentence. At the same time, it gives complete meaning. A sentence means it has subject and verb. It must give complete meaning. Then only it is a sentence. Otherwise, it's a phrase. Then Maggie is reading a book. Maggie is reading a book. This is a sentence. See, this sentence has subject, verb, and object. It gives complete meaning. Next, it is raining. This also meaningful sentence. Dad cooked dinner. See this sentence. This sentence also gives complete meaning. I am flying a kite. Okay, I is subject, I am flying verb, a kite is an object. So this sentence gives complete meaning. We are eating our breakfast. This sentence has a complete meaning. They are washing the dishes. The dentist is examining Shushan's teeth. The old couple have no children. Janet screamed. So all these sentences are all have subject and verb. At the same time, these sentences are giving complete meaning. So this is a sentence. So now you all understand what is sentence. Are you understand or not? I hope that you all understood well. Then one more main important thing. What this means, a sentence that makes a statements begin with a capital letter and ends with a period. So period means full stop. Period means full stop. The British English and American English you know very well. So period is the American English word. So what is the British English word means full stop. So whenever you start a sentence, the first letter must begin with the capital letter. The first letter must be in a capital letter. And finally, the sentence ends with the full stop. Here they mention period. Period means full stop. Are you clear now? So whenever you start a sentence, the first letter of the sentence must be start with a capital letter, and then a sentence ends with a full stop. So you don't forget that. Next, we are going to see a kinds of sentence. Kinds of sentence. There are 4 kinds of sentences are there. How many sentences? There are 4 kinds of sentences. What are they? Declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamative sentence, imperative sentence. So these are 4 kinds of sentences. So this part only very important. When you learn direct speech and indirect speech, without knowing these kinds of sentence, you can't learn direct speech and indirect speech. So because of that only, I am taking this class, this grammar. So particularly, therefore, these 4 kinds of sentences are very important. Repeatedly I am saying. So you don't forget that this grammar is very important. Okay. So now we are going to see 4 kinds of sentences. First one, declarative sentence or statement sentence or assertive sentence. These are the similar names. Some schools they taught you a declarative sentence, some schools taught you statement, some schools assertive. So these are 3 names are similar names: declarative sentence, statement sentence, and assertive sentence. These are the similar names. Okay, now I'm going to explain you about this kind of sentence. So declarative sentence means nothing but a sentence start with the subject and follows verb and finally ends with full stop. This is the procedure and rules of declarative sentence or a statement sentence or a assertive sentence. So declarative sentence means a sentence that starts with a subject and follows verb, finally ends with the full stop, and it must give a complete meaning. That is a declarative sentence. It is also called as a simple sentence. So declarative sentence means it has subject, it has verb. Finally, it ends with full stop. So what I taught you about a sentence, though that sentence rules and regulations must follow in a declarative sentence or in a statement sentence or in a assertive sentence. Okay, are you clear now? See the example. The children are swimming. The telephone rang. Everyone sat down. Richard is feeding the hens. See these sentences. The children are swimming. So this sentence starts with the subject and follows verb, finally ends with the full stop. So this is a declarative sentence. This is a statement sentence. This is an assertive sentence. Are you clear now? The telephone rang. Here the telephone is a subject, rang, verb, so past verb. Next, everyone sat down. So here also subject is there, verb is there. And then Richard is feeding the hens. Here Richard is a subject, is feeding, verb, the hens. So is the object. So a sentence which has subject and follows verb ends with full stop. At the same time, it must give complete meaning, means that is a declarative sentence. Are you clear now what I'm saying? Next, an interrogative sentence or ask a question. So interrogative sentence means nothing but for asking question sentence is an interrogative sentence. Question sentence. So in this interrogative, with the help of question mark, we can easily identify whether the sentence is in a statement or an exclamatory or an imperative. How can we identify this sentence means with the help of question mark. So with the help of question mark, we can easily identify this is an interrogative sentence. In this sentence, interrogative sentence, there are two types. You know very well. WH question type and yes or no type question. There are two types of interrogative questions. Now first I am going to explain you WH question type. What is WH question type? So WH question type is nothing but the question word start with W or H, means that is the WH question type. This is the a key point. In detail we learn means whenever ask any question, anybody, whoever it is ask any question to us means without saying yes or no, we are answering the reason, means that is a WH question type. If I am asking you what is your name, what you say? You say my name is this, my name is that. So this is the WH question type. So if anybody asks W question, means we have to answer directly without saying yes or no. That is a WH question type. So WH question means we have to answer directly without saying yes or no. What is your name? If anybody asks means what you have to say? You have to say your name. You should not say yes or no. Do you know the difference between WH question type and yes or no type question? Okay. So I thought you understood well. The next one, next sentence. Are you going shopping today? This is the yes or no type question. So yes or no type question is nothing but the question start with be form verbs. So be form verbs means am, is, or, was, were. Am, is, or present be form verbs. Was, were past be form verbs. And then yes or no type question start with modals. So modals, you know, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, must, and might. These are the modals. So yes or no type question means that sentence start with be form verbs, modal forms, Have forms, do forms. Have form means have, has, had. Have has present form, had past form. Do, does, did. Do, does present form, did past form. So by using these words, we can make any question means that is a yes or no type question. See the sentences. Where are the twins? Where are the twins? So we have to answer the twins are playing. The twins are playing. The twins are taking bath. Some other thing we have to answer. This is a WH question type. Are you going shopping today? What you have to say? First you have to say yes or no. Then you have to answer. Yes, today I am going to shopping. No, today I don't go shopping. So this is the answer. So first we have to say yes or no. Then we have to answer the reason. Then what is your name? So you have to reply. You have to say your name without saying yes or no. Then what is Richard doing? Richard doing something. So you have to answer directly without saying yes or no. Dear students, do you know the difference between WH question type and yes or no type question? So I thought you understood well. Then an exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses strong emotion. An exclamatory sentence expresses a strong emotion. It may be sad. An exclamatory sentence expresses strong emotion or feelings. This sentence has a feeling of joy or sad, whatever it is, we take it as an exclamatory sentence. In this sentence have one clue. With the help of exclamatory mark, we can easily identify this is an exclamatory sentence. How can we identify interrogative sentence? Likewise, this an exclamatory sentence also we have a clue exclamatory mark. With this exclamatory mark, we can easily recognize, we easily identify this is an exclamatory sentence. And then this sentence also have happy or sad. So happy means we have to say some kura or some other exclamatory words we can express. And then sad things means we say a loss. Such type of phrase we can use. Such a type of feeling, emotions, words we can use. See this sentence, the silly girl. How stupid I am. What lovely weather. So these sentences are all exclamatory sentence. What lovely weather. This is a happy. The silly girl. This is sad. How stupid I am. This is also a sad thing only. So these are the feelings gives me that is an exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentence, no problem at all. We can easily identify with the help of question mark. So sorry, not question mark, with the help of exclamatory mark. Then imperative sentence. So imperative sentence gives an order, advice, request, command, suggestions. These are the means giving an imperative. Giving means that is an imperative sentence. One sentence giving the meaning of order, meaning of advice, meaning of request, meaning of suggestion, meaning of command. These are an imperative sentence. Imperative sentence we can easily identify, but we have a little bit confusion. But imperative sentence and statement sentence looks like same, but differentiation is there. How can we differentiate these two sentences, sir? So declarative sentence means it starts with the sentence, subject, verb, ends with full stop. But this imperative sentence, it start with the verb. Start with verb. There declarative means it start with subject. A sentence start with subject means that is a declarative sentence. A sentence start with verb means that is a imperative sentence. See how to identify that. What is the differentiation between declarative sentence and an imperative sentence? At the same time, this sentence gives the meaning of order. Keep quiet. Mostly this imperative sentence who will use means only mainly the teachers and superiors. These persons only use this imperative sentence familiarly. And request also we can use this imperative sentence. See this sentence. Please sit down. This is a request. This is the meaning of request. Tell me the truth. This may be a request or an order, advice. You can take it as any, according to the situations, we can take it as a meaning. Then speak up. This is a speak up. This is a order. Then, come back. This is a command. Do you know the differentiation between these sentences? Play request, suggestion, and then a command, order, advice. So order means those who are superior for us, they only put order for us. Advice means our parents and some elders advises. Suggestion means only the doctors, nurse, they only give some suggestion for us. If we go hospital, the doctor say take these tablets regularly. This is a suggestion, not a advice or order. Doctor, nurse, these people only make suggestion, not order. Then advice, elders, parents, teachers. So these persons only give advice for us. These are the imperative sentence. Do you understand well about this kinds of sentence? There are 4 kinds of sentences over there. One is declarative sentence. This sentence also called statement or an assertive sentence. Next one, interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence, there are 2 type. One is yes or no type question. Another one is WH question. So WH question types sentence start with WH word. Yes or no type question means the question words comes from be form verbs, have forms, do form, or modal auxiliaries. Next, exclamation. This is express strong emotion or feeling. It may be happy or sad. That is an exclamatory sentence. At the same time, this sentence has a exclamatory mark. Then imperative sentence. So imperative sentence gives the meaning of order, advice, request, suggestion, command. Thus these are the imperative sentence. At the same time, this imperative sentence starts with the verb, not a subject. This is the main thing. You have to note down this. An imperative sentence start with the verb, not a subject. This is very, very important in this kinds of sentence. Okay, dear students. So today we see what is a sentence and then 4 kinds of sentences. So how it is applicable in direct speech and indirect speech means, first, one sentence in a direct speech means we have to identify the sentence, whether a sentence is in a statement or interrogative or imperative or an exclamatory. How can you identify, how can you differentiate, how can you recognize this kinds of sentence means? So what are the rules and regulations we saw in this class? So you have to memorize or you have to learn all these things, then only you can recognize, then only you can identify the kinds of sentence. One sentence is in a direct speech means You have to apply these four kinds of sentence meaning. If we take declarative sentence, it has a subject verb. You have to see the direct speech sentence whether a sentence starts with subject or verb. A sentence starts with subject means that is a statement sentence, or the sentence start with the verb means that is the imperative sentence. Suppose if the sentence is starts if the sentence is in a question mark, that is the interrogative sentence. Suppose that sentence has an exclamatory mark, that is a exclamatory sentence. So likewise only you have to differentiate, or you have to identify the kinds of sentence. This is very important in direct speech and indirect speech. So in this part you have to give more important. This is the basic grammar of direct speech and indirect speech. Because of that only I took this grammar. Okay dear students, we will meet next class. Thank you.